end of the year. The important thing is that we build on this through the end of the year with no fall off of coverage.
Exactly. And Scott, we need to start looking for the points where the response to the problem can be criticized.
I gotcha. I know.
At this point, we can't tell what category we'll enter into with this, but in public service, especially, greater weight is given to stories that result in changes to policy or new legislation.
So covering the reactions to our stories is as important as the stories themselves.
Between now and New Year's, we want to hammer at whatever changes or discussions or actions result from your coverage of the homeless.
And graphics matter. Our presentation must be clean and professional when it goes to the committee.
You guys really think this has a shot at a Pulitzer?
I do, and it does. Now, being on the Pulitzer board for a couple of terms, I've seen the process up close. There's a way of doing these things, time-honored. Knowing how is why they pay me the big bucks.
All right, what do we want to say exactly with our coverage? What do we want to say about homelessness? I mean, it's bad. It's very bad, granted, but isn't it actually symptomatic of a much greater dynamic?
We want to rediscover a world that for too long has been ignored. Examine the tragedy underlying these murders, the neglect.
The Dickensian aspect.
Exactly.
Hurry up now. Grab the aluminum strips there first off.
How am I supposed to get back over?
Climb the damn fence. Do a better job of it second time, I expect. Grab them steel pipes quick before we get spotted.
Homelessness.
Our coverage should reflect the Dickensian aspect of the homeless, the human element. Scott will lead it off, spending a night on the streets and writing from that perspective.
Scott, he's the lead on your education project. I think we need to get him back on the...
I don't see the school project as yielding the same kind of impact as our attention to homelessness can. And these murders, the phone call to our reporter, really opens up the issue, don't you think?
Well, yeah, but
From now to the end of the year, let's focus not only on covering the murders, but on the nature of homelessness itself.
The Dickensian aspect of it, yeah.
Circle that right. And then you press that right there.
It's work time. You guys got worksheets to write down that data? All right. Charlene, what don't you understand?
None of it.
Okay, let's see if we can find a way you can get it, okay? What's the diameter?
Huh? It's 7.
Good. Okay, what's half of that?
You can't take half of it.
Okay, let's say you have $10 and you give half of it to Jasmine.
Why do that?
Well, just pretend, okay? You give her half, how much does she have?
Duh, 5.
Good. Now, let's say this time you have $7 and you give her half. How much does she have?
$3.50.
Good. So?
Yo, Mr. Pratt, check this out.
Kind of formula, I know. Anecdotal lead, nut graph, that's cool.
Yeah, it works as a sidebar, but for tomorrow, let's stretch it some, huh? Let's spend some time with some of these people, you know? What I mean is, sometimes the weakest stuff in the story is the shit with quotation marks around. You got a guy telling how rough it is on the street. It really doesn't have much pull, but if you can describe him as he really is, and tell his story in moments.
Look, tomorrow, get back in the shelters and the soup kitchens and just be with folk. I don't even care if you file copy on it. I mean, if something presents itself as a story, great. But if not, just spend the day being with people. I'm not interested in what could be quoted or countered on this. I'm interested in what feels true.
I'm in.
How much?
$200.
Damn, boy. Teacher must love your black ass. Come on with it. They're gonna put our testers up on Poplar Grove. We're gonna be late for it. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on.